This little tree or large shrub behind me with the bright red berries was associated with witches in medieval Europe. Find out more about the hawthorn in this episode of Tree Talk. In medieval Europe, the hawthorn was believed to possess powerful protective properties against evil spirits and witches. People would plant hawthorn trees near their homes or hang branches over their doorways to ward off malevolent magic. The tree's sharp thorns were thought to catch and trap evil spirits attempting to enter, acting as a natural barrier between the human world and supernatural forces. This belief was so widespread that hawthorn hedges were commonly planted around properties as a form of
According to the
spiritual protection.
folklore of medieval Europe, if you found a hawthorn growing in a triangle with an ash tree and an oak tree, it was a place for fairies.
This triangular arrangement was considered a portal to the fairy realm, where these mystical beings would gather and hold their celebrations. People would often leave offerings at these sites and avoid disturbing them, fearing the wrath of the fairies. The hawthorn's connection to Halloween comes from its association with boundaries between worlds. In Celtic tradition, hawthorn marked liminal spaces, thresholds between the natural and the supernatural realms. Its autumn berries, blood red against darkening skies, made it a perfect symbol for Samhain, the festival celebrated by the Celtics, the day on which people believed the veil between the living and the dead was especially thin, and the spirits of the dead came to visit the living. This is the festival that later became Halloween with the migration of people from England
While
to
modern day
America.
conditioning might have you scoff at beliefs like that, it is worth noting that these beliefs that imbued plant life with spirits were a great form of conservation.
Let's look at how to identify the hawthorn by its berries. The berries are called haws and turn bright red when ripe, typically appearing in late summer and autumn. The leaves of the hawthorn are one of its key identifying features. They are deeply lobed with 3 or 7 lobes, giving them a distinctive jagged appearance. The leaves are dark green on the upper surface and light underneath, and they're arranged alternately along the branches rather than in pairs. This lobed leaf pattern, combined with the tree's other features, makes the hawthorn relatively easy to identify once you know what to look for. But the most distinctive feature is the sharp thorns growing from the branches. These can be 1 to 3 inches long and are extremely sharp. The thorns are actually modified branches, and this defensive feature gives the tree its name hawthorn, with haw meaning hedge and thorn for obvious reasons. These thorns made hawthorn an ideal plant for creating impenetrable hedgerows in the countryside. And since we are talking about witches, do you think witches really exist? Well, unfortunately, many in India still do believe in the existence of witches, witchcraft, and black magic. Check out my book, The Case of the Mysterious Witches, a legal mystery published by Speaking Tiger that is set around the practice of witch hunting in India and exposes the dangerous trend of how Babas fuel irrationality and superstition. I've added links to the book in the
If this
description
video
below.
helped you learn, understand, and appreciate the trees around you, do take a few moments to browse through some of the other videos, including episodes on how you can begin to identify plants. Share these with your friends and subscribe to stay posted.